All right, blessings. I wanted to do this podcast today, guys. Just to talk about what I've been trying to get you guys to understand. For the ones that are listening right now on speaker podcast, make sure you hit the add button so you can add yourself to the podcast. Make sure you share this as well. The ones that are on iHeartRadio, right here on iTunes, for the ones that have iPhones, and on Spotify, same thing. Make sure you guys add yourself. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I wanted to talk about how the algorithms and how Google and Facebook. I read an article today. Facebook has a device that's already set up in all iPhones to where they can turn your camera on when you're on the app doing searching and you're strolling through your feed and you're looking at other people's stuff or doing your own thing. They can turn your camera on and turn your microphone on and pretty much get into your business. So I guess you say, well, that's illegal. They can't do that. Well, sad mistaken is when you sign the contract with whatever wireless customer that you have, in the fine print at the bottom of that contract, it shows where you give rights over to the phone industry. So by you giving rights over to whatever carrier that you're carrying, Sprint, Verizon Wireless, T-Mobile, AT&T, etc., you pretty much gave your rights over to them, to the government, to FedBook, to YouTube, whatever. They got you. Hook, line, and sinker. There it is. So, if you haven't paid attention, if you haven't noticed, that Donald Trump, I was reading an article earlier today, I was telling my wife about it, that Donald Trump and the elites and the ones that behind the scenes and the ones that you see on the television too, they are out again, still pushing this agenda, still pushing the climate change, the new Green Deal, aka the Sunday Law. They're still pushing this out. These things are still going on. And they're saying that with the climate and how a lot of these manufacturing companies that are pushing out all the poison into the air and yada, 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 they're going to be not trying to fix it to a point, but they're actually adding to it or trying to find a way to combine or add other things to me. The way I look at it, and I'm going to share the article. I'm going to find the article. You can go on BBC News and look up Trump with the climate change, or Trump is trying to do something with the fluoride or with the chemtrails in the skies. Brothers and sisters, you got to understand. I told you guys on a podcast a while back that the Spirit has been leading me to whatever, winter, summer, spring, fall, long sleeves and pants, regardless of anything. They're putting the lead in the fluoride. The fluoride is already in the water system. For the ones that don't know, you should know that by now. Look it up. Fluoride is in the water system. That's the reason why male masculinity is the way that it is. That's the reason why a lot of adults, about 70% of adults, can't cope in society right now, and they feel like they can't function. A lot of people can't get jobs, they let alone can't sit still long enough to read a book, let alone try to get some understanding. The fluoride that is in the water, like I said, the chemtrails spraying the lead and all those other different chemicals that are coming, that's in the sky through the chemtrails, through those lines. Those are lines in the skies, guys. Look up in the skies and throughout the day, and you're going to see these lines, and you're going to see a plane pushing out the chemtrails. They're putting out chemicals to combat the climate change, but in all reality, brothers and sisters, it's called Depopulation Control 101. It is what it is, and we have to have an understanding of what we're dealing with out here and why it's happening. We need to be preparing ourselves. I've been saying this for so long. For years I've been saying this. You can go on my YouTube channel at the Following Yah 904 on YouTube. You can go on there, see my videos, follow me. Also, I'm still on Facebook for now. I still got people out there I'm reaching out to, trying to help on Ramon King at Facebook.com. Brothers and sisters, we're trying to wake you guys up. We're trying to give you understanding of what's going on out here in society and how these elites You thinking that Trump and all these other guys are on the same side of the fence because they proclaim to be a Christian. It's just like Nikes. Everyone has a pair of Nikes and everyone is trying to just do it. But are they really doing it? You see what I'm saying? So that he that has an ear, let him hear. Make sure you share the podcast, guys. There's a lot going on. Like I said again, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Get on the link. You follow the link. Make sure you add yourself to Speaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Spotify, and Google Play Podcast. You already know what it is. This is the Wake Up Call. Blessings.